And we've got...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. And it's Murray in at point guard. Now, here's Doncic. Finney Smith gets it to go from beyond the arc. Finney Smith's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for Dallas.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And here is Powell after Jamal Murray was able to get that triple. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. And it's Doncic missing. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now here is Harris. Back to Murray. Denver passing it around. Jokic finds Murray. On the wing, Harris. Another 3 for Denver.
Those are the kind of shots that Gary Harris has to let go. He's open.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. On the wing, Doncic. Takes the 3. The shot that time, not on target. And it's Denver the other way. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Hardaway passes to Finney Smith. Dishes to Powell. Over in the quarter, Porzingis launches it. Good work defensively by Millsap. Denver's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Jokic passes to Murray. Over to the left wing. Harris dishes to Murray. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks trailed by 3. Fast break, Dallas. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true. He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And a wide open look for Porter. And they will call over the back on the play.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, energy is good, but not smart there trying to go through somebody. on that play.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Luka Doncic.
The one thing about Willie Cauley-Stein is you don't really use the word length with him. You talk about his mobility and just how athletic as a big he can be. That activity can be disruptive to any team they're playing against.
And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Porter passes to Morris. The kick out to Porter. Three-pointer. And Curry pulls it down. And so Curry will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. From deep. They get it again. Tips it up. Oh, Porter in position. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
That shot misses. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nuggets lead by 1. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. And we caught a
Southwest. I mean, you need to look your.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. Jeremy Grant is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
It's deflected. Stolen by Brunson. And here is Cauley-Stein. Wright finds Kleber. Now Brunson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Pass to Porter, to the middle, Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact, and there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Offensive rebound. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
A three from Morris, stolen by Brunson. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Grant outside. Left side, Porter. There's the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Basket counts.
Cauley-Stein aggressive inside, putting the defense on their heels and in a tough spot, staying engaged.
Craig kicks to Morris. Craig passes to Morris. Grant down low. Curry meets him. Grant, that's good.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Grant, and it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. Millsap dishes to Porter. Back to Millsap. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
For the Nuggets, Martin's checked in for Porter, and it's Gary Harris in for Torrey Craig. And then for Dallas, Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Seth Curry, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Wright. Now here's Powell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Porzingis finds Doncic. Out to Porzingis. And it's off from three-point range.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Inside. Harris passes to Barton, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Mavericks trail by 14. 52 seconds left here in the second, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a tremendous athlete. He spots a great route to the rim and doesn't settle.
Here's Millsap. He's got 5. That one goes. Counted. Millsap's got 7 points.
This offense just continues to impress.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Porzingis passes to Powell. Dallas moving it around to the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Murray against Doncic. Outside Millsap. Back to Murray. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. And it's 6 points for Jamal Murray.
And some deep range shown there by Murray. When the D leaves him alone from there, it's pretty much going in.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you off?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the period. 3 points was as good.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at it.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Nuggets leading by 15. Here's Jokic. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Jokic has got his first points of the night. Passes it to Hardaway. On the wing, Hardaway. Powell dishes to Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Over Jokic. Drops it in from 11 feet. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
Barton, no luck.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Murray with it. 6 points for him. The pass to Millsap. Back to Murray. Fires the three. It doesn't go for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing two-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Shot clock at 5. Porzingis, that's a 2. Offensive rebound, Doncic, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Well, as soon as the shot was released, Millsap gets off the floor quickly and blocks it.
And Jokic throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Here's Powell, and it's sent back by Jokic. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Millsap. Porter comes in for Will Barton. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Then for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And it's Seth Curry in for Hardaway.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Denver making a switch here. Grant's checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How's he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well.
And the dunk by Grant.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
with confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Dallas has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Brunson, good.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Chalk up 2 there. Cauley-Stein's got 5 points so far.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley-Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Morris inside. Kleber on him, and he gets it to go. He's got 8.
Works that one inside nicely.
Doncic outside. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 23. In the corner, it's Morris. It's stolen by Curry. One-on-one fast break. Doncic finds Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein doing what he does best on offense, looking to throw it down.
To the wing on the left. Outside, Porter to the wing right side. Grant gets a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. Cauley-Stein passes to Brunson. 1 second left. Beat the quad. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom,
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the two-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Harris is checked in for Torrey Craig.
Yeah, Jokic getting up there to the rim. Teammates love to see him doing that. Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Millsap finds Porter. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. Porzingis with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 17. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Murray the pass to Jokic, and that one drops for him.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Murray, no good.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Kleba kicks to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Down low, Millsap with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Jokic is running. In the corner, Murray with it. Got a piece of it. Right side, Millsap. Over Porzingis. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside for Millsap. Back to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Good decision-making with the ball in his hands for Paul Millsap. That's a terrific feat.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Kleba. And here is Doncic. Lock at 6. Dallas, no good that time either.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now Murray. He kicks it to Porter. Passes to Jokic. Here's Murray. They get it back. Jokic on the follow.
Well, Jokic is big, Jokic is long, and he does a great job there of corralling that ball and taking advantage of his length.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And both free throws good for Curry. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Murray, the pass to Harris. Here's the break. Finney-Smith kicks to Curry. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Can't go in soft. You got to have intention when you go in there on the glass. And Porzingis wanted to beat everybody to the ball that time.
Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Pass to Powell. Here's Finney-Smith. Left side, Curry.
Well, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nuggets.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jokic.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Here's Curry with the three. Millsap grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Harris outside. Murray right side. Here's Jokic. And another miss by Denver.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And the dunk by Powell.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
Here's Murray. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
course, the old timing is still there if people want to switch back to that. So it's up to your preference. I gave shot aiming a try, and it's worked out well for me.
When you look at all the feedback from Reddit and some of the ideas, what's one of the coolest things you've seen in terms of like ideas for the future?
There was a suggestion to have a historical.
And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt there. Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for Dallas, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. And there's the feed to McCollum. Nurkic trying to get open. McCollum no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Finney Smith kicks to Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Powell. And the rebound by Nurkic. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Here's Doncic following the basket by C.J. McCollum. It's stolen by Anthony. The finish. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
On the wing, Hardaway. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Trevor Ariza, a different player now than he once was, but during his prime, he was as athletic as anybody on the floor.
You can say that again, GA. And he's done a good job adjusting his game as he's grown older. He went from mostly a slasher to a 3-and-D player. I mean, it's allowed him to have a lengthy career.
Now, here's Doncic. And there's the pass to Finney Smith. Back to Porzingis. In the corner, Hardaway with it. And too long on the shot.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Ariza with the bucket.
It's clear to me. Is it clear to you that Ariza feels at home in the post? I mean, just working his way inside and nailing these quality shots.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Now, here's Doncic. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Over to the left wing. Clock at 4. Back to Porzingis. Here's Powell. Misses off the left iron. Trailblazers leading by 8. From deep. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Porzingis inside. Anthony on him. Porzingis can't hit. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Fires from 18. The shot, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here's Doncic from the arc. They grab their own miss. And Finney Smith gets it to go.
Toughness and energy on the boards. An easy putback to show forward.
And Portland with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Cullen passes to Lillard. 1:15 left in the first quarter. The baseline jumper goes down. Lillard's got his second bucket.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
54 seconds left in the first quarter. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range. And it's Lillard again missing. Mavericks trail by 6. Inside, here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. McCollum outside. There's 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. Lillard scanning the floor from about 16, and no good that time. And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front, up by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Little out there with Collins. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Trent in at the 1. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And a wide open look for Hood. No good on the quick 3.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide open 3 like that.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Brunson. Goes back up. Cauley Stein. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 6. Hood deciding where to go with it. And it's Hood again missing. The Mavericks have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Passes it to Kleba. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. It's Curry outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For Portland, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And finished off by Collins.
Now, this is aggressive. I mean, I like that Collins focused on dunking rather than simply laying it in.
To the inside. Here's Cauley Stein, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for Portland.
And a bounce-back season for Whiteside. Got the minutes he wanted with Portland and showed he could still be an impact player.
Yeah, he showed he's still a monster when it comes to blocks and rebounds. This year will be the most telling with Whiteside. Got a new deal. I want to see if he keeps pushing himself or reverts to lazy play.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season, the Blazers were beset by injuries, and they fell short of their goals. Their star, Damian Lillard, said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. So it's Portland now. The Mavericks making the shot. 5 on the clock. He gets that one. Trent's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hood against Brunson. From outside the arc. And that's good. Rodney Hood for 3. Hood's got 6 points in the quarter.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Curry wide open. Curry with another miss.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Hood for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Outside Curry. Here's Brunson. The kick out to right. Pass to Kleba. Whiteside against Cauley Stein. Back to Kleba. Right side Curry. This one for 3. Another miss by Curry.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
In the corner, Collins with it. Pass to Little. 32 seconds left in the first half. Mavericks trailed by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
This is great to see from Willie Cauley-Stein, showing a willingness to be more aggressive on offense.
For Dallas, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Zinkis, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for DeLon Wright. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Curry. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Reza dishes to Lillard. Back to Ariza. The tray. And that one is off. And so it's the... Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime. Well, he's been an elite scorer for so long in the league. Jack, how does Damian... And that should...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Ariza's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Inside of the 4 and the 5 for Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
The pass to Carmelo for 3. At the tip, there's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his first basket of the night.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Here's Hardaway. Count it. Hardaway has got his first points in this one.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Now, here's Lillard. The 10-footer finds the target. Lillard's got 6.
Well, talking about Lillard, he's so good as a scorer in the paint. I mean, probably just as good as any point guard.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. The long-distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got the lead up to 14 now for Portland. Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Lillard. He's got 9. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Curry's checked in. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Porzingis looking it over. Curry on the wing. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Now here's Lillard. Ariza outside. Lillard with it. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Doncic outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Doncic has got 5 points so far. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. McCollum, no good. Mavericks trailed by 14. Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Trent. Brunson covering. The wide open look here for Anthony. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm. That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Now here's McCollum. Trent passes to McCollum. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Brunson. Finney-Smith passes to Kleber. Off target from outside.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Anthony kicks to McCollum. Shoots from the elbow. Again, the Trailblazers score.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Portland out. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Trailblazers leading by 18. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Anthony is out there with Whiteside. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the 2. Now here's McCollum. He kicks to Whiteside. Just 5 to shoot. That one's not going to go.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Pass to Hardaway. Curry on the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops. The Trailblazers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. McCollum deciding where to go with it. To the paint. Here's Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Kleba inside. Covered by Anthony. To the right side. Here's Cauley Stein. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
When you think of Cauley Stein, the word length comes to mind. A huge target on offense and a tenacious shot blocker and rebounder on the defensive end.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for Curry. Cullen passes to Lillard. Inside, Powell with the steal. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. From outside the arc. Here's Powell. And the layup is good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now, here's Lillard. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Doncic passes to Cauley Stein. Here's Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith. From the arc. Hardaway, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Lillard outside. McCollum against Doncic. McCollum outside. Launches it. Three-pointer, Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Now, his three-point shooting is an important part of his game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the D honest.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Ariza outside. Pass to Anthony. Hardaway against McCollum. Back to Anthony. Fires from 14. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Nurkic. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Anthony. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Mavericks trail by 20.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Portland.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Damian Lillard.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Now here's Lillard. This one for 3. Kept alive. Kicks it out to McCollum. There's the 3. And that's good. Damian Lillard for 3.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And finished off by Nurkic.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
The 3 for Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either. Lillard left side, offline. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. soaring high above the Willamette River. And with pregame.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point guard. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. Now here's Lillard. And good that time.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And boy, he can strike at any time.
The putback, Jokic on the follow.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Lillard from deep. Ariza, it's hauled in by Jokic. Murray finds Harris. For the 3. And stolen by Lillard. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Pass to Anthony. McCollum outside. Just 5 on the clock. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points. Staying active even after the shot goes up.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. That 3 off the mark. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Murray against Lillard. Harris, right side. And another miss by Denver.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Ariza has the open look. No good on the 3. Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Murray kicks to Harris. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Murray outside. Pass to Barton. The 3. The Nuggets with another miss. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well, and that combo gets him to the line a bunch.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. 13 feet away. And the shot is long. The Nuggets trail by 4. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he's got tremendous speed. It's actually breathtaking when he gets out in transition. He really gets it done in the open floor.
Little kicks to Whiteside. And a wide open look for Hood. They get the rebound.
just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Right side, the pass to Little. Off on the layup.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
To the left wing. Morris outside. Over Trent. Morris, no good. Portland leading, and here's the break. Wide open. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here is Morris. No points in the game yet for him. Outside Porter. Kicks to Plumlee. From 13, the shot comes out.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers lead by. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched a puck.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Collins. He's out there with Little. Rodney Hood out there with Whiteside. And it's Trent in at the one spot. Lillard's checked in for Rodney Hood. Denver also making some changes. Jokic comes in for Grant. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. And Lillard gets double teamed. Second chance shot. Nifty move. He can't hit that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. Murray with it. Lillard picks him up. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Jokic. And that'll tie this game up.
You know, if you get open, you can bet that Jokic is going to find you. His floor awareness is off the charts.
A self-described country boy from the town of Samba, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Now, here's Porter, following the miss by Hassan Whiteside. Murray, the pass to Porter. A miss that time, would have put him up.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
From deep, sinks the triple. Trent's got his first 3 points of the game.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Here's Lillard. Michael Porter making his last shot. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Trailing by 4. Here's Murray. That one wide left.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Lillard. And again, it's Portland converting.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And that one's good by Porter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 9. Passes to Trent. A minute 50 left to play here in the half. Great positioning on the putback.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And it's Murray with the jam.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Plumlee. Will Barton comes in for Michael Porter. And Harris subbed in for Torrey Craig. Lillard from outside. Jokic grabs the miss.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
And he slams it down right on top of Hassan Whiteside.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Now, here's Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. He's up top. Barton defending. Back to McCollum. Murray against Lillard. And it's good for two.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. Down low and stolen by Whiteside. And here we go. Ariza heading to the hoop. That's good from Collins on the assist by McCollum. Collins has got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers. Now here's Murray. Goes up at the stripe. And so it's Portland with their lead standing at 6.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Portland leading by 6.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And here's Denver. To the inside. Here's Millsap, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assist. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now, here's Lillard. 11 points in the game. He rifled that one in from distance. Lillard's got 14. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways. Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Lillard outside. Over Murray. Lillard misses. The Nuggets trail by 4. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And, you know, for a bigger guy, Millsap runs the break well. He does a nice job of getting into the lane in transition.
Now Lillard, 14 points for him. And it's Lillard again missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Lillard dishes to McCollum. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And Nurkic gets it to go. Hey, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Porter against Anthony, and finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Hood for three. That one's not going to go. And it's Denver the other way. Here we go, one-on-one. For the tie. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Tell you what, with Jokic, you've got to foul him harder than that. This big fella takes pride in finishing through the defense.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in, and then for Denver, Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Millsap. Torrey Craig comes in for Harris, and Morris subbed in for Barton.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Nurkic finds McCollum. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Portland again with the bucket.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
Grant the pass to Morris. And another miss by Denver. Trailblazers leading by 4. The feed to Carmelo. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the third. Hood for 3. Offensive rebound. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Nurkic trying to get open. Nurkic, it's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Nurkic the pass to McCollum. Good on the wing. Here's Trent. McCollum deciding where to go with it. The shot's good. And now an 8-point Portland lead.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
The third quarter comes to a close. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Nurkic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's McCollum. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Grant the pass to Craig. A second chance effort. Back to Grant. Out to Morris. Denver passing it around. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Grant.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Hood, the pass to McCollum. Six on the shot clock. Now the pass to Whiteside. Back to McCollum. Over Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Morris outside, pass to Grant. Porter dishes to Plumlee. Over Whiteside. The kick out to Porter. Denver needs to get off his shot. And here's Morris for three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Fred passes to Hood. From deep three-point range. Whiteside dishes to Nurkic. Here's Trent. Nurkic trying to get open. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Craig up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Now here's McCollum. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Grant.
And there you see Grant once again showing us how promising a player he is. Showing real courage taking that shot in a big moment.
Here's Trent. It's tipped. Stolen by Grant. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And finished off by Porter.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy. Someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Trent passes to McCollum. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Nurkic. The putback, and Whiteside stays right with it.
Great job of passing the offensive plan. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Here's Murray. He sinks the 11-footer.
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moments. Big-time shot there.
Murray against Lillard. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. He kicks it to McCollum. 6 to shoot. Nurkic. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Now here's Murray. Jokic with it. Lillard picks him up. Pass to Millsap. Rebounded by Anthony. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Lillard with it. From deep. Jokic grabs the miss.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Barton kicks to Jokic. Fires the 3. Anthony with the defensive effort. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They lead by 4. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Ariza finds Lillard. Drills the three-pointer.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Murray surveying the D. And Anthony sends it back. So the Trailblazers win it. They did all right, David. Thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
historical minor league where you can start in any year in history with all the legends back then and start a team there and then bring them all the way to present day. You'll cycle through different eras, different players. You can change history. Maybe MJ never retires, or maybe MJ retires and never comes back. You get to make that decision.
That's an awesome idea. All right.
Welcome to 2K Sport. Allison.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for the Mavericks, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now here is Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Takes the 13-footer. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
And stolen by Murray. For the finish. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Outside, Porzingis, shot clock at 5. Out to Doncic for Murray. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And the quick feet of Murray, really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Murray. Good work there as it goes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Barton. After Luka Doncic's bucket, keeps it alive, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
Hardaway, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Barton, no luck. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Hardaway finds Porzingis. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Nice shot from the wing.
Well, the assertiveness to his approach, Luka Doncic on the catch and shoot, easy.
Here's Jokic. Porzingis with the block. Here's Powell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And he gets it to go. Millsap's got 6.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Barton passes to Millsap. Back to Barton. And here's Jokic. Deep 2 from Murray. Second chance shot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game. The first one falls, and Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Porter comes in for Paul Millsap. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Now, here's Kleber. And the pass to Brunson. A putback, but they'll get another chance. And another shot. And he overshot that one, missing. The Nuggets leading by 4. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Now, here's Kleber. And Wright kicks to Brunson. Here's Kleber. Dallas again missing. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Count it. Good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And finished off by Porter.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
An active player who just takes pride in his defense. Porter is solid at contesting shots with that reach.
And so it's Denver ahead by... We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach to each game.
The mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again. But Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. They've got Grant. He's out there with Porter. Plumlee out there with Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the 2. Curry with the steal. Here's Cauley.
Well, how about the awareness from Seth Curry? Keeps his eye on the ball, primed for the steal. Nicely done.
Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense. And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleber grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleber texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Wright. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And then for Denver, Jokic comes in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Jokic passes to Craig. Grant gets a wide open look, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And that one's good by Porter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
From deep three-point range, And it's Doncic missing.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
And Doncic, here we go. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Doncic has got 6.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
From past the arc. No good from Grant. Mavericks trail by 11. Doncic kicks to Curry. A three-pointer, no good. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside, Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Grant finds Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut
Wow.
for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. A three from Porzingis. Here's Powell. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. 6 points for him.
That's about great concentration. Dwight Powell, under duress of the defense, finishes nonetheless.
Harris outside. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of the game. Mavericks trail by 11. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. Dishes to Powell. Pass to Doncic. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Right, he's checked in for Hardaway. And Denver also making a switch. Monte Morris is checked in for Michael Porter. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Well, when you're in transition, the pass should lead the break, and that's exactly what was done in easy 2.
Finney Smith kicks to right, out to the wing. And here's Porzingis for a three. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Goes up, and Millsap stabs it in.
Appreciate the hustle from Millsap there. Leaking out well and getting to the right spot.
Doncic with it. The three from Porzingis. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Their lead at 15 going into the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, pretty, after 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They lead by 15. Kenny, what's your viewpoint? Thanks for joining us, folks.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
Hardaway for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got his first basket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Hardaway for 3. Denver grabs the miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Finney-Smith, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Finney-Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
It's Barton on the wing, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Curry comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Plumlee, he's checked in for the Nuggets. A 3 from Porzingis. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You know, we talk often about the importance of confidence. Kristaps Porzingis has plenty of that from beyond the arc.
Back to Harris. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Murray finds Barton. Takes the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Out left to the wing. And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Finney-Smith. Gets a hand on it. Curry on the follow.
Well, okay, Seth Curry getting active on the glass. When this guy hustles, boy, he's keeping plays alive.
The Nuggets leading by 12. Right wing. Out to Harris. Barton in the corner. Murray, the pass to Harris. Barton, wide open, he fires. They get it again, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Lets the 3 fly. Here's Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
Well, you know that Seth Curry will be aggressive regardless of where he is on the floor. Nice look inside there.
Passes it to Murray. 1:31 left in the 3rd. Again, the Nuggets score.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
4-on-3 break. Harris kicks to Murray. Barton outside. To the middle. Here's Miller.
Oh! Wow. Check out the footwork from Millsap. Rolls off the pick smooth and gets to his spot.
To the paint. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Wright comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Millsap. Porter comes in for Will Barton. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. The Nuggets with another miss. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Curry finds Brunson. Curry deciding where to go with it. Kleber, the pass to Cauley Stein. Now here's Wright. From downtown. But they get it back. And with the miss. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a sizable lead. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Grant down low with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
DeLon Wright proving that he is an excellent decision maker on the offensive end. Teammate open, let me find him.
Hardaway dishes to Doncic. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Doncic kicks to right. Doncic passes to right. Hardaway with the bounce pass. Swiped it away. Grant at the elbow and stolen by Wright. And they're on the break. Feeds it to Hardaway. Drops in the layup for two. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Doncic, a new 14 for the Mavericks.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
Jokic high post. Grant outside. Porter dishes to Grant. On the wing, Morris. Buries it from three-point range. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
They shoot again. Jokic kicks to Grant. Over Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Tries yet again. Here's Grant. Morris against Hardaway. Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Here's Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Morris looking over the floor. And finished off by Porter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is coming in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for DeLon Wright. Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Grant. Will Barton comes in for Michael Porter. Harris is checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nuggets.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone
involved.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Millsap.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Denver.
I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown signs of being a lights-out scorer. And he's got the game to do just that. He looks better and better every year, guys.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Jackson, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Barea subbed in for Doncic. Daniels with it. Hardaway picks him up. And that's an intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
For three, Millsap. The rebound by Marjanovic. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Barea, that's a two-pointer. The offensive rebound. The shot that time, not on target. And here's Daniels. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team...
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
what is something you are looking forward to when it comes to the thought of the next generation of the NBA 2K series?
Well, graphics is going to be a big thing. You know, we saw that leap the last time we had a generation jump. But even more so than that, I want to see a whole new movement system and just the physics behind the game. You know, I want.
And the Blazers couldn't have looked any sharper as they came through the tunnel. Every home game's a reason to get dressed up for these guys. And before
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony. And it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
To the inside and finished off by Nurkic.
Well, everyone knows Lillard is one of the league's best scorers off the pick and roll, so he chooses this time to make the assist.
McCollum outside. Outside Anthony. Out to the right wing. Lillard looking around. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Doncic outside. The tray. He doesn't hit that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Lillard. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
And the shot goes in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And Lillard gets to Ariza. Lillard outside. Takes the 13-footer, and that one drops for him.
Man, both on balance and on point. Damian working through that mid-range area now.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And it's Ariza with the ball for Portland. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. Launches it. And it's Portland with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
From 17 feet out. Trailblazers keep it alive. Anthony finds Ariza. Here is Lillard. Guarded by Porzingis. And the basket by Lillard.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now, Nurkic. Here's Lillard. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Back to Lillard. Powell with the steal. It's tipped. It's stolen by Ariza. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Shoots over Doncic. Doncic with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And great steal and look ahead there. Compared to most guys his age, Doncic sees the game at another level.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 6. Back to Hardaway. The pass to Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. The 3 for Doncic. Ariza with the rebound.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
And a wide open look for McCollum. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
Doncic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Curry's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hood for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Here's Curry. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Dope.
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Little. Collins is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the point guard position. Outside Collins. Hood on the wing, guarded by Curry. Hood against Curry. Clock at 6. Hood deciding where to go with it. The shot, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That is his first foul of the game. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Curry passes to Kleber. Right with it. Over to the wing. And Curry has it in the corner.
That's pretty good defense from Rodney Hood. Just great position and used his length to distract the shooter.
Trent passes to Collins. Blindside dishes to Little. Outside Collins. Hood against Wright. Down low. Here's Whiteside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Heads up play by Rodney Hood.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. It's deflected. Whiteside with it. Here's Trent. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
Three terrific kids. You're right.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Hood, the pass to Whiteside. Hood dishes to Whiteside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Whiteside's got 4 points in the quarter.
Adding ways to score into the paint, Whiteside continues to develop a more refined post game with better footwork each year.
Three-pointer right. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Stolen by Brunson. Goes up. And Kleba slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Here's Trent. Brunson covering. Trent passes to Collins. Over Cauley Stein. Shot by Collins, no good. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Dallas. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. In the corner, it's Whiteside. Back to Collins. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Trent, and he jams it with authority.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Collins kicks to Hood. The wide open shot by Little. Mavericks with the rebound.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
He gets that one.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Here's Trent. Brunson covering. And the jam by Whiteside.
Well, I would say that's as high percentage as you're going to get from Hassan Whiteside. He really takes off on those dunks.
Right from outside. And a close game so far through the first. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 8 points and 1 assist. And that should do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the floor for Dallas. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Ariza outside. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Takes it from 10. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. And here's Doncic from deep. Dallas, no good that time either.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Lillard dishes to Carmelo. Back to Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Lillard outside. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his second bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim. Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Anthony's shot is off.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Back to Hardaway. A three. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. McCollum with the ball, out guarded by Porzingis. Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Nurkic around there, big and right on top of the cylinder.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Powell trying to free himself up. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Hardaway. Doncic against Lillard. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers. The Mavericks have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
Anthony on the wing, headed by Porzingis. Nobody near Lillard. The Trailblazers rebound. To the middle. Kicks it out to McCollum. No good on the triple. Mavericks trailed by 11. Here's Finney-Smith, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Inside, here's McCollum. Nails the baby hook. McCollum's got 7 points.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate, good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. It's good from long range.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Lillard outside. 13 feet away. And Portland again with the bucket.
Well, there are scorers, and then there are confident scorers. Lillard's so dangerous with the jumper, the floater, getting to the rack, you name it. One of the bright stars in the NBA.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And Lillard gets to Ariza. Back to Lillard. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Finney-Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Dallas, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And it's Seth Curry in for Hardaway. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. .23 seconds left to play in the third. McCollum outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McCollum's got 6 in the quarter. Curry passes to Cauley-Stein. Ring shot on the way. Doesn't go that time.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. They've got Whiteside. Anthony out there with Trevor Ariza. Then there's McCollum. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
That's a great read on the pick and roll by McCollum. The defender backing up leaves him no hope of affecting that shot.
Whiteside with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Trailblazers leading by 10. McCollum passes to Trent. Back to McCollum. And here's Ariza over to the left wing. Tipped away. Outside Curry. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Dallas moving the ball around. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Ariza's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Doncic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
Curry with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Finney Smith passes to Curry. And stolen by Ariza. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Lillard. And he banks in the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Curry. Makes it off the glass. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. From deep. And it's Lillard again missing.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Over Kleba. Nurkic in the post. Kleba on him. Nurkic can't hit. To the paint. Here's Doncic. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Curry.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Lillard finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, sometimes you got to take a picture and understand what the defense is giving up, and Lillard took advantage there.
It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Outside Hardaway. Finney Smith kicks to Hardaway. The three for Doncic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
The three from McCollum. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Powell. It's tipped.
The defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Ariza finds Nurkic to the left wing. Lillard against Porzingis. 6 to shoot from deep three-point range. Trailblazers keep it alive. McCollum outside. Jacks up a three. The putback. It's good on the putback. And now a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Here's Finney Smith. To the inside. Powell. That's good.
Now, there are only 2 players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Well, certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Doncic against Lillard. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
got to put a body on there. Just too big down low.
Good on the bucket.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Now here's Lillard. On deep. They get it back.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And that one's good. Doncic.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. Tri-City. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the small forward. Now here's Lillard. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Greg, great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Now, here's Lillard following the miss by Jamal Murray. It's McCollum on the wing. Harris with it. Now defended by McCollum. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
Lillard outside. Over Murray. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
Here's Murray following the score by Damian Lillard. Elbow shot. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
Now here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, keeps it alive. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
Lillard against Murray.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Knocked loose. Here's Harris. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Lillard. He's off from 17 feet.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
And here is Murray, following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Millsap finds Murray. Outside for Millsap. 5 on the clock. Back to Murray. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Releases from 15. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Lillard for Murray. Kicks it out to McCollum. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard attacking, and it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Here's Murray. That shot is off. Anthony with the defensive effort.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Here's Nurkic, and the layup is good. Nurkic has got 6.
And sometimes it's impossible to contain Nurkic. At his height and weight, He's great at finishing through contact.
Inside, and Millsap slams it in.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's McCollum, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And McCullough is fantastic in running the screen and roll. He knows how to use the pick to get space to shoot.
Murray against Lillard. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Wide open. Couldn't capitalize.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Michael Porter's out there with Grant. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And Plumlee kicks to Porter. Fires for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Grant outside with the shot. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And shots like this are why people are just so high on Porter. Has such a quick release on that jumper.
Here's Trent. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over Morris. Trent gets the bucket.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
Morris passes to Craig. On the wing, Porter. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Trent passes to Hood. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And it's good from the elbow. The Nuggets trail by 3. Morris outside. Down low. Nurkic with the steal. Got a piece of it. Whiteside dishes to Little. Grant with the ball. Now guarded by Hood. To the middle. Out to Morris. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Oh, when the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Pass to Little. Here's Trent. Now Hood. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Trent. Here's Nurkic. Pass to Whiteside. Hood for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hood's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
The pass to Little. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who
continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Took him no time at all on that one. 59 seconds left in the first half of the game. Lillard against Morris. Lillard the pass to Ariza. Collins. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Love the heart that Collins is playing with. He makes use to give his all on the offensive glass.
Morris against Lillard. Morris, left side. Offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Out to Anthony. Here is Lillard. Over Morris. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5. Thanks for joining.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Rodney Hood displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up. Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Ariza finds Nurkic. It's Anthony with the drive, and it's Anthony with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Here's Millsap following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And Porter subbed in for Barton. Whiteside's checked in for Portland.
It might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Now here's Murray. Shoots the 3. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Harris. McCollum right side. Little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Nuggets trail by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Grant, that's good.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
McCollum outside. Count that one.
Always good to see solid interior work by McCollum. I mean, he might earn himself some extra space on his outside jumpers when he gets inside points like this.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And it's Murray penetrating. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got it back down to single digits for the Nuggets.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Trent. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Porter passes to Plumlee. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Inside, here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Little. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the basket by McCollum.
Ooh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
Here's Murray. No good there. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Passes to McCollum. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Plumlee, no luck. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. Pass to Hood. From deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. And stolen by Hood. Here's McCollum. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. McCollum's got 10 points now just in this quarter. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg, do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. Morris is out there with Gary Harris. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. 3-pointer, Lillard. Barton with the rebound.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Harris inside. Anthony on him. Feeds to Morris. Jokic inside. He's guarded by Collins. Ariza against Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Over Ariza. The Nuggets with another miss. Portland leading by 14. McCollum feeling it out a bit over Harris. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 12 points in just the second half.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
Barton against Ariza. Morris outside. Harris outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris has played, trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there?
I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in, and a switch here also for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Zach Collins.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Murray against Lillard. Murray left side. Shoots over Lillard. Murray, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just wanted more right now. You gotta love the hustle.
Outside Anthony. Back to Lillard. He feeds it to Carmelo. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Pass to Harris. Over McCollum. They grab their own miss. Millsap kicks to Harris. Over McCollum. And another miss by Denver. Trailblazers leading by 16. Lets it go from deep. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Harris looking it over. To the paint. Jokic passes to Harris. Tries it from the top of the key. Harris missing again.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Rebound by Murray. The Nuggets trail by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Portland.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Lillard's so focused, even from way outside. He knows he can still make these shots.
Murray with it. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shoots over Lillard. Up again. Rebound by Nurkic. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Down low. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
And so Portland takes this one. But all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.